You mentioned Dr. Robert Malone, who's now been on our show, I think 3 or 4 or 5 times, is becoming a friend. But you were friends with him for a long time. And I believe you presented him with a lot of the data that you were looking at. I'm just curious what his reaction was. Obviously, he's got a long history as, very highly recognized in mRNA studies. I know he had also taken, the vaccine. Can you describe what it was like when you gave him that data and how Robert finally came around to see this as well?
Yeah, so Robert and I are still friends, and we talk all the time. We talked a few days ago, in fact. And so when he first got started in this, he thought that the vaccine would be useful for the elderly, but certainly not anybody under 65. That it was that there could be a case for it being used in the elderly. And I showed him lots of data that convinced him that he was wrong. And he accepted that, and he credits me for showing him the data that changed his mind. And so, of course, now he doesn't recommend the vaccines for everyone. And the only reason that he got vaccinated himself is because he needed it for travel, which is insane. Fauci just published a paper in Cell, which is a leading medical journal. And Fauci admitted that the COVID vaccine can't work. He basically said, gee, we need a new generation of vaccines because the existing generations don't work to prevent transmission. The existing vaccines don't work to prevent transmission. This is what Fauci wrote in this paper in Cell. And so what that means is the whole thing was a lie. And the whole reason for mandating the vaccine was the social benefit of, if you got the vaccine, you could not transmit it to others. And there was a societal benefit from this. And that justified the mandates. Bullshit. It didn't prevent infection at all because, as Fauci explained in his paper, the virus goes into your nasal passages, it replicates in your nose, and out of your nose, you breathe it out to other people before it goes well into your whole bloodstream, where it can then be attacked and defended by the antibodies and so forth that you would get from natural infection and vaccination. But, vaccination is not the gold standard here for immunity. The gold standard is always and has always been getting the virus yourself. There is no better vaccination for a virus than getting the actual virus and recovering it from it. So anybody who got COVID, there was no reason to vaccinate these people. Either the immunity worked or it didn't. And of course, we know from people who are unvaccinated who got COVID that they can still get COVID again, which means the vaccines don't work. They won't prevent you from getting the next version of the virus. And of course, the virus has now mutated, so it's fairly benign. And if you treat it with any of these early treatments, you're fine. So the whole thing, there's no reason for anyone to have been vaccinated with this vaccine. There's no reason for people to get the flu vaccine at all. The only reason I used to get the flu vaccine is my doctor told me, well, if you get the flu vaccine, you have a lower risk of dying if you get the flu. And I said, okay, well, that's a clear benefit. But there's no data on that. All the data on these claims is kept locked behind closed doors by all the health authorities. And when you ask health authorities, like I asked the health authorities in California, do you believe in data transparency? And at that point, they stopped talking to me. You can't get this data out of anybody. You can't get it out of the UK
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?